Welcome to the Carnivore Revolution. I'm Serena.
And I'm Jess. Before we get started, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe below.
So today we have a very, very special guest, and we've been waiting for this one for a couple of weeks, and we're really excited to bring you Sami. Sami lives in Japan, and Sami has stage 4 cancer and is thriving. So we would like to hear your story. We're super excited.
Hello, everybody. I'm Sami. I'm personal trainer. Let's say unique thing about me as a personal trainer is the fact that I am a stage 4 colorectal cancer. Today, I'd like to share with you about my cancer management story and my diet history. Let's start to talk about my diet history first. When I was 6 years old, I became vegan because of the fact that at that time, I had a lot of skin issues like hives and psoriasis and all of that thing took over my skin. One day, my mom took me to the dermatologist where she told us the fact that the reason I had a skin issue was because I was eating animal protein. Since then, I became vegan sick. Of course, needless to say, I was really, really malnourished. And I was totally messed up child. There is a quick story. When I was a kid, I was alone because my mom was single mom. He left the house whole day almost. At that time, I don't know why, I just scratched my cheeks whole day until it bled, massively bled. That's kind of a psychiatric condition already I had, 6 years old. And it got to the point where when I was 15 years old, teenage, I developed a severe eating disorder where I ate fruits and vegetables because I believed that that's going to solve my problem. Buckets of vegetables and fruits and whole day. As a compensation, I took the laxative, sometimes I took the 250 tablets of the laxative a day to flush off the thing I have eaten. And also I developed the self-vomiting. That's kind of stuff consumed 24 years. And then, but the thing is though, luckily, when I was 39 years old, I started to eat a lot of fat. Looking back, the way I ate would be categorized ketogenic diet of eating. That eased my psychiatric conditions, but keto almost solved my psychiatric condition, like eating disorders and depression and all of that. But keto didn't solve my gastrointestinal issues, bloating, pain, constipation, all of that. But 2018, I came across carnivore diet, meat-centric diet. And then that was a true game changer. My all of the gastrointestinal issues disappeared almost day 2. And then I thought, oh my goodness. And then at that time, I was so lightweight person, less than 70 pounds. And then, but since, because of the carnivore diets, I was able to gain my weight. It can be difficult though, when you think about it. If you have an eating disorder history, you can't accept the gaining weight, right? But I was able to do that. And also I got into the fitness, started to lift weights, all of that. I thought I was the healthiest person on this planet until 2020, where a lot of publication about gut microbiome. Do you remember? 2020, everybody started to talk about the gut microbiome, feed the gut with fibers and stuff, macronutrients and diversity of the gut. I was convinced by it. So I incorporated some fibrous vegetable into my diet. Yes, my almost all gastrointestinal issues made a comeback. But I kept eating that in the hope that, as they say, your gut is going to adjust to a new environment. Until one day, 2020, again, April 7th, after eating fibrous food, I had a pain in my stomach. It was intensifying. That's allowed my doctors to discover the fact that I had been incubating very advanced stage cancer, stage 4 colorectal cancer, metastasized the liver, the lymph nodes, and all of that. And then, so of course, I had to do the surgeries and the chemotherapy, which was awful, needless to say. And then I was dove into the study, or let's say in nutrition or dietary intervention to help myself. And then some people would say, hey, you ate a lot of meat. That's why you caused the cancer. But actually, quite opposite. The meat-centric diet helped my survival despite of the poor vegan and vegetarian pescatarian for a long time with laxative abuse. So now, my condition right now is that actually I'm not cancer-free. I have liver cancer. I have lung cancer. Still, I have no symptom. I think I have been able to manage the cancer growth. That is that. Now you have it.
Can I ask you one question? You said you were 77 pounds?
Oh, less than 70. The lowest one, maybe 70, 71.
And how tall are you?
5'1".
That was from your eating disorder.
Yeah, I know. The funny thing about that, I was lightweight, as I mentioned, 71, 72 pounds, somewhere around. But I thought I had to lose my weight. If I saw the scale went up, I'm gonna be panicky. I'm gonna reduce my calorie intake. Even such a bony person, that's
Wow.
the scary part of eating disorder.
Why do you think it happened with you? Do you know what happened like psychologically for you to think that you needed to
Yes,
still?
good question. Good question. One of the biggest reason I would say, the biggest contributor is malnourishment. We know that some study, Minnesota starvation study, where they put them kind of a low calorie diet. They go mental. It's well-known fact that if you are malnourished, you're mentally something mental goes wrong. Also, another aspect I'm thinking is that my childhood environment. As I mentioned, I was raised by a single mom. These days, single moms could be categorized as cool lifestyle, right? Hey, I'm single mom. I'm cool, aren't I? But the 50 years ago, I was born in a countryside in Japan, one of the most conservative countries. And then it's not gonna be something easy thing to do. So my mom couldn't figure out what to do with me. That's why she left me. She left me and ignored me days and days. Of course, that's pretty low. Yeah, there are manufactured elements made a person having a eating disorder. That's my take on this.
And your mental health is so much better now that you've been eating meat and fat, right?
Definitely fat. Actually, fat. To be honest with you, the thing is that at first I started to eat fat. The fat I ate is so-called bad fat. These days there is a kind of a war. They are declaring a war to say to talk about hydrogenated or vegetable oil is bad. Yes, it's bad, but for me, it helped me even. I was eating deep fry chicken, deep fry potato, deep fry everything. That actually helped me. My brain was absolutely looking for that fat, whatever the fat goes.
Oh, wow. So when you started incorporating more fat into your diet, it was plant-based, like,
yeah.
Okay. Then you started keto. How was that like for you to start eating animal products again? Did you have a difficult time making the transition?
Yeah, everybody wants to ask this question, but actually, I don't remember. It wasn't a Sean Baker or some doctors. I think that I might have come across some low carb group. They happen to be kind of a people who predominantly ate meat, and they were surviving, thriving. They are healthy. I think that this kind of stuff I came across. Hey, this is a carnivore, take it. Not like that. It's a almost natural process.
Now, I read somewhere that the doctors wanted you to kind of go into hospice care because of your cancer. Is that true?
Because I ignored. It's true. Here's the thing. Every year, they find new metastases. It's not a funny story, but anyway, I find it kind of funny. And 2 years ago, they find that metastasis, new recurrence of the cancer growth in my liver. Then last year, October, they found another metastasis to my one of the lungs. And every time they find new metastases, they told me, hey, Sami, we're going to give you surgery. But I say, no. That's why if your cancer patient says no, okay, go to the palliative care. We have nothing to do with you. That's the process.
Are you doing any treatments or anything at all?
Not from their medical practice. I've been following the treatment, which is based on the metabolic cancer theory, currently touted by Professor Safely, Boston, US. That's a protocol. The idea behind is that cancer cells get fueled by glucose and glutamine. Especially, you can control the glutamine consumption, right? On theory, if you don't ingest glucose, your cancer will be killed, gonna get starved. That's the idea, which I think that it works. It's been working so far.
Since you've been eating this way, dealing with this, do you have any bad days, or is it all good days, or is there any negatives to this right now?
Oh, good question. Many people actually asked this question. Oh, do you have any side effect to being on a carnivore diet or metabolic cancer diet, theory diets and stuff? Yes, of course, we are human beings. There are bad days and good days, and you kind of, the swear whole day. Yeah, but in general, though, this is a true fact. There is no one person was killed by the treatment based on the metabolic cancer theory. On the contrary, though, modern medicine, everybody knows that you're going to have to go through the surgery, chemotherapy, radiation, all of which they are killing many cancer patients. Side effect of the modern medicine cancer treatment, it shouldn't be ignored. Massive. Compared to that, sometimes, if you get into the deep level of ketosis, as they call it, therapeutic level of the ketosis, sometimes you find that the fact that your gym performance would suffer. I experienced that. And also, since I had to reduce the protein intake, my hair kind of a little bit was falling out, or seeing hair condition a bit. That's the only thing I can think of.
That's pretty amazing. That's really amazing.
Indeed. Yeah, they're not gonna. This treatment not gonna kill you. Definitely.
Yeah. So what does a normal day of eating look like for you?
Wow, that's the thing. I had been eating just like meat. Don't think about the macro ratio, all of that. I just eat meat. I ate the meat, lift the weight. But the thing is that since so many people keep giving me encouragement, love, prayer, all of that, I got the rude awakening that, oh my goodness, I have to be really, I have to really into my cancer treatment to the point that I tried kind of a little bit this day. I have reduced the consumption of the protein, but I'm trying to bump up the fat intake. So to answer your question more simply, I eat just chicken drumsticks and eggs and the beef and pork. That is that. No more, nothing other fancy stuff.
So do you feel a difference between when you were eating vegetable oils and things like deep fried versus now?
I don't know. At that time, I was absolutely malnourished. If the person who is about to die because of starvation, anything works. Even vegetable oil, margarine, you name it. I think it's gonna work if you were starved to death. That's why I don't remember how bad it was. I was kind of gaining, or if it's a good question. I don't think that any different, but it could be better if I started to eat true food, like a carnivorous way or eating animal fat could be much better. But anyway, I had no idea of carnivorous diet or lifestyle.
So as far as your personal training goes, and when you advise your clients on how to eat, do you recommend a carnivore diet for people, or what kind of foods do you recommend?
That's the thing. In my opinion, though, I don't think that the fact that if you are tolerate to eat some fruits, I wouldn't stop you. But if you have some conditions like psychiatric condition or autoimmune disease, that's the the obvious one, or some cancer, need to say, I would say, hey, be on the carnivorous diet, strict carnivorous diet. That's gonna help you. I would say that. But a normal allergy people, I don't think that eating vegetable not gonna be a big issue. It's not illegal to eat some low carb vegetables. Even sometimes Dr. Shaw Baker says that you can eat like a leafy vegetable. He mentions that. That's why, yeah, I kind of try to have an open-minded, opinion. Otherwise, that some people think that, oh, carnivorous diet, you're never gonna eat vegetables and stuff. Oh, I can't take it. It's like a little bit for them. The carnivorous way is too extreme for them. Not we though, not us though.
Does anyone ever tell you that this is just a placebo, that it's all in your head, that it's going to eventually? Do you ever get any comments like that?
Yeah, actually, I normally don't talk about my dietary intervention or diet lifestyle, what I eat, knowing that they're gonna be surprised, especially in Japan. And we don't have such a concept of carnivore diet, right? That's why, I would say, yeah, I love meat. I eat meat a lot. That's why I'm healthy. Look, that's kind of, not to, talk about, hey, look, this is the nutritious, the story. I wouldn't go there.
So do your doctors know what kind of things you're eating? And if so, what do they say about it?
Oh, that's another good question. Yeah, my surgeon, medical team, they know it. But the thing is that there is no information overlap between myself and that they think that eating the fruits and vegetables, the food pyramids and all of that is good for you. And that's why actually I think that they think that I'm crazy. Oh, don't listen to her. She's crazy, gone mental. So they don't listen to me. That's all right. I knew in the first place to begin with. I didn't have any expectation. Oh, Sami, thank you very much for your great information. They wouldn't say that, right?
That's what I was hoping for. I was hoping for that.
Yeah,
I was hoping you were going to say, yes, they can't believe it. They're doing a study.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, that they know that I didn't die, did I? And then they're eating like a species approach diet, they actually know I predominantly eat meat, and then I'm doing something right. If it is the case, they should ask me, hey, Sami, you are doing something great. So tell us about it. So that we're gonna apply the cancer page. This should be the case, but no one asks this kind of question at all.
Wow.
Amazing.
So we talked about it a little bit before, but I am living in Okinawa, Japan right now.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have asked me if there's a huge vegan or vegetarian community. Mm-hmm. And from what there isn't, but the Okinawans are also very good at keeping their culture separate from the American culture. So I don't really know much about Japanese culture in general. Is there a huge vegan vegetarian lifestyle in Japanese?
Yeah. I don't watch TV to get the information from, and I don't play with social media too much. That's why, to be honest with you, I'm not sure there are vegan groups or vegetarian groups, try to advocate the meatless Monday thing. At least we don't have a meatless Monday or kind of telling people, hey, go vegan to save the planet kind of bullshit. Kind of a nonsense. Yeah. My people around me, they don't care too much about veganism or vegetarianism as far as concerned. But if you go to the convenience store, of course there are vegan meat or kind of the fake meat or vegan this, that, vegan that. It's kind of crept into this kind of market a little bit, but we wouldn't give a lot of give a thought on the vegan movement yet.
If you could give advice to people who are watching this who either have cancer or some sort of other illness or have mental illness, what kind of advice would you give them?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, that having a cancer diagnosis is not something that's gonna be end of the world. You can take an initiative to manage control your condition. I would say that. I wouldn't say, hey, the eating whole food that's gonna cure your cancer. I wouldn't say that. The cancer by nature, it's going to come back most likely. How you kind of tame them down. So don't worry too much about prognosis. Just believe what you are going to do with whole food, meat-centric diet.
What kind of hopes do you have for the future?
What I see myself is just do things on an everyday, and that's going to accumulate to make a big, nice, lovely future.
How does your family feel about you not doing the standard chemo approach to helping your cancer?
Right. As I mentioned, I kind of had to cut off my family, biological family, like moms and stuff. I have a boyfriend, and we've been living together. We've been living together in nearly 12 years, and then he knows me, and he kind of trusts what I'm doing because I'm showing that the thing I'm doing, it works. He completely trusts me. He's supportive of me. And although I can't convince him to be the carnivore dieter, even ketogenic dieter, even whole food dieter, he eats garbage stuff, crappy stuff all day. But at least he kind of respects my decision, because it's been working. It's a no. There is no point. He has to deny that.
The proof is in the pudding.
The proof is in the egg pudding.
Oh, yes. That good lesson.
I think your story is amazing. And I think you're doing an amazing job at managing it and keeping such a delightful outlook on it. Try to.
It's a little bit, I feel a little bit too much pressure though. But anyway, I'm gonna make it. Yeah, I have to reevaluate my life in many ways.
But you do have an amazing story. So thank you for sharing it with us.
No worries. I am happy to share share my story with many people who need the information.
Thank you so much, Sami. And if you guys are out there watching and you have any questions or concerns, please put those in the comments, and we'll see you here next time on the Carnivore Revolution.